Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Edna and Harvey, the Breakout. When last we left off, we're not doing so well at the whole breaking out part of the title, or remembering why we're here, or anything. But we did trash the place by using the remnants of Chairman Chairleg to slash every single pad on the walls that we can reach, including this one, that looks quite a bit different from all the others. Why that's significant, I'm sure we'll find out later. For now, we need to focus on getting out of this cell, and the only way we can really go about doing that we haven't already is by talking to the person on the other side of this door. Using Chairman Chairleg's remains to get his attention didn't really do very much. So why don't we just try having a conversation? It might get us somewhere. It probably won't. But what have we got to lose?
Hello? Hello? Can anybody hear me?
What do you want?
I want out of here.
Forget it.
What kind of way is that to treat a guest? We won't give up that easily, will we?
If we did, we're never going to get out of here. So, let's be persistent. Maybe we'll annoy the person into talking to us. That sounds silly, but it just might work.
Hey? Hello?
Don't make so much noise in there. What do you want?
Oh, there are a lot of dialogue choices here. Let's start with the obvious one. Who are we?
Who am I?
You are by far the most annoying patient I've ever had to guard.
Patient? Am I sick then? I certainly don't feel sick.
Listen, sweetie, you're in a room with padded walls. Why don't you try to figure it out for yourself?
We may be mad, but we certainly don't think that we're mad. So we'll use the choice here that everybody says when they're presented with this ultimatum.
I'm not insane. Isn't that so, Harvey?
Right, she isn't insane.
Do you hear? Harvey agrees.
You really are an odd couple, the both of you.
The emphasis there on both tells me that Harvey doesn't exist, most likely, and that Harvey is a figment of Edna's imagination, albeit a very helpful one. Let's ask the second most important question. Where are we?
Where am I?
Honey, if I answered that question every time one of you loonies asked me, I wouldn't even have time to go to the bathroom anymore. Listen, honey, I'm not paid for talking. Anything else?
You say that, and yet there are all these different options that I can go through. You're being paid for talking right now, even though you claim you're not. Let's keep digging for information, like the third most important question. Why can't we remember anything at all? We couldn't even remember our name.
Why can't I remember anything?
I'm not going to explain that to you yet again. Only so you can forget it during your next treatment again.
Treatments? Maybe they're what's making us forget. Let's see if this will work. It won't, but it's worth a try.
Let me out. This is an emergency.
Oh, is it?
There are many choices here. This is obviously the one that won't work. In fact, they all won't work. But we'll try this one first.
I have to pee.
Ah, the good old I have to pee trick. Truly a classic. Do you honestly think you get to be a warden in an asylum for the insane? If you ever fall for that one?
What if I really have to pee?
Yeah, very clever.
You know, eventually she will have to pee.
I really have to seriously, urgently go pee.
Don't try that with me. Just don't.
So that's not going to work. What about being hungry?
I'm hungry.
Dinner's at 6. It's a shame that all you'll get is bread and water again. It's free choice day at the cafeteria, you know.
Well, why don't you get me some of the food from the cafeteria then? Bread and water isn't a very varied diet, and it's not very nutritionally balanced.
I'm a bit dizzy.
Well, That's probably because of the stale air in there. I suppose I could get up now, walk over to the controls of the AC, and provide you with some fresh air. But then again, maybe I won't.
Now there's an interesting bit of information. The AC is off. Let's ask about the weather. We can't see it after all. There are no windows in here.
I need to check what the weather is like.
Well, the early autumn sun is resting low in an orange sky. The air is so clear that the distant light is sparkling in the mountain reflections. It's around 65 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a lovely day outside, but you won't be able to see it, I'm afraid.
You are doing a very poor job of making yourself a likable and endearing character, Mr. Mysterious Guard Beyond the Door. I think that was the intention, though.
It's much too hot in here.
You can take it.
So I don't think we're going to be making any progress through this avenue of conversation. We're going to have to find a more sneaky way of getting out.
Oh, I'm mistaken. No emergency at all.
That's even better. Anything else?
Right, let's ask about the heat and get more information about that AC.
Why is it so hot in here?
That might be due to the air conditioner being turned off.
What air conditioner? There's no air conditioner in here.
Do you think the doctor is stupid enough to have an exposed ventilation shaft in your cell? The air conditioner is hidden behind the padding, of course.
Is that so? An air conditioner behind the padding. That does make much more sense, of course.
Aha! That pad in particular, I imagine. Can we have the AC on? It would be awfully helpful in us trying to break out of here and get our freedom.
Can you turn on the AC for me, please?
I'll have to think about that. If you keep quiet from now on, maybe later.
That's not gonna get us anywhere. I notice, however, that there are two options here. One where we're complimentary, and one where we call the guard a doofus. Let's see if we can make the person turn on the AC by us being nice to them.
I couldn't help but notice how skillfully you're guarding this door.
Ah, you noticed that, eh? So you might have also noticed that I have my own technique. I developed it at the last tournament. Yep.
Tournament?
Really? So you're a famous athlete? Do you play on a team or something?
Oh, I play golf. Mini golf. Yep.
Wow! We're dealing with a sports master here. One that we're going to be, continuing to talk to get more information and hopefully that AC on. Also, there are two dialogue options here that are exactly the same. Let's ignore that and just keep talking about this mini-golf.
And I bet Mommy bought the club for you.
Ha! Do you think that a Babbitt & Son can be bought in just any store?
A Babbitt & Son?
I give up. Where did you get it?
My father made it for me. Jeffrey Francis von Babbitt Sr.
Really?
As he lay on his deathbed, with shaking hands, he handed over his own Babbitt & Son titanium 7 iron. His lucky club. He told me to use it like he taught me.
Wow, that's quite a backstory for a mini-golf club. Let's keep being nice, shall we? This is probably going to get us somewhere, I think. Or we'll just get more information about this, golf club. Either way, it's all useful. Okay, the golf club stuff's probably not going to be useful, but it might be.
That sounds like one of those sophisticated father and son relationships.
Yes, my father was a very sophisticated man. He was so suave that he always wore a tuxedo. Sometimes at night, I even put on his top hat, just to find out how it felt to be as debonair as my father. Do you mean that kind of sophisticated?
Well... Anyway, thanks for sharing this completely useless information with me.
We can keep talking about this. I thought that might be over, but no! We can talk more about mini-golf and fantastic top hats. We've got to find a way to get this AC on. One of these options should do it. It probably won't. I don't know why I'm trying by talking about mini-golf. It's so crazy, it just might work.
I wonder if my father was a mini-golfer too.
What did you say, sweetheart? Your father was many things, but mini-golfer wasn't one of them.
What do you know about him?
There are things that are better left in the past. Oh boy. Father a mini golfer. That really cracks me up. Thanks for the laugh. Is that all? Or do you want to know anything else?
That's not at all ominous in the least. Oh wait. Yes it is.
You're a real daddy's boy, aren't you?
My father was a great man.
And an incredible mini-golfer, I'm sure.
Yep.
I don't think we want to say that one. We've put a lot of work into getting this person on our side.
You know what? I'm not the least bit interested in your father.
Hey, show a little more respect, will ya? I could get rather touchy when somebody is trash-talking my father. He taught me everything I know about mini-golf.
That is a definite hint about a way to anger him. We could ask about the club or about his father. Or we could say, mini-golf, I'm getting all dizzy.
Mini-golf? I'm getting all dizzy.
And with good reason, sweetheart. You know what? I'll turn on the AC for you. You can cool off a bit that way.
There's a draft coming from behind this gap.
Aha! We've made headway. There's an airy gap. Let's have a look at it.
There seems to be a passage behind this particular cushion.
Marvelous. Let us talk to the passage.
Echo. There seems to be a hollow area behind this cushion.
Brilliant. Let's get out of here. But first, Harvey, what do you think?
Did you see that too?
Yeah, there seems to be some kind of passage back there.
There's only one way that we're going to be getting into that, and that is with the remnants of Chairman Chairleg. Aha! We have a fan. Let's go and look at it. I think we have to walk to the fan. Now, we have screws, a grate, and the ventilator. Let's look at all these. Starting with the ventilator.
There's a ventilator behind the grate.
Alright. If we talk to it nicely, maybe it will step aside.
Hello, my little fan. You're my fan, aren't you? Do you want a banana? I don't have a banana for you, I'm afraid.
I'm glad you cleared that up, otherwise I'd have to check my inventory to see if there was a banana hidden there. Can we use Harvey on the ventilator? This is not going to work.
No. Harvey is my best friend.
I think I know what might work, but I'm going to wait on that. Let's look at the grate itself.
I hate grates.
We've established that.
Open sesame! That must have been the wrong incantation.
I don't know what incantation you were thinking of using, but I don't think any of them are going to work.
How do you feel about this grate, Harvey?
I feel, great. There must be some way to get through. Go, Edna, go!
The encouragement is appreciated, Harvey, but I think we're going to have to find something more substantial in our getting out of here. like this broken chair leg, smashing this to pieces.
The Great doesn't seem to be impressed. Quite the contrary, in fact. It seems to be mocking me.
Now that's just rude. Why would you do that, Great? We trusted each other. We relied on each other. And you've just destroyed that trust. Let's look at the screws.
I can't unscrew it without some kind of tool.
Huh. You used to know how way back when.
What do you mean?
You used to be able to loosen screws with no tool before. That's what I mean.
Really?
Yo, Screw!
Don't you yo me, sucker.
Loosen up, Screw. Just keeping it real, bro.
I don't think that's gonna work. Can we try and unscrew it with the remnants of Chairman Chairleg?
It's a flathead chair leg, but a Phillips screw head.
Oh, typical. Can we stop this?
Look here, Harvey. I've invented the world's first chair leg sharpener ever.
Cool. This would work great for vampire hunting. After we escape, we'll make millions.
There really is a lot of dialogue in this game. More than I'll probably ever see. Can you open this?
I could just cry, Harvey. I can't loosen these screws.
Aw, come on. You should be able to eat screws like that for breakfast. That certainly wouldn't have stopped you when you were little.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you used to be able to pull off a pretty cool trick.
Oh, we have dialogue. Obviously, it's being able to teleport.
Could I teleport?
Not exactly that, but a couple of stupid screws would never have been an obstacle for you.
I must have been an extra laid-back kid. What else do you know?
That isn't how it works. Just remember, I'm a projection of your subconscious.
Nobody's perfect.
I can give your memory a boost, but you'll have to show me things that remind you of your childhood.
Like the screws?
Exactamundo.
And then?
Then I'll tempo morph us to the past.
Cool.
Tempomorph. Well, looks like we found a new mechanic. I will show you these screws and then we will tempomorph.
I'm ready, Harvey.
Shall I tempo morph you to the past now?
Well, what exactly do you mean by it first?
What exactly do you mean by tempomorph? Does that hurt? Will my body be split into molecules? And beamed backward through time?
Something like that.
Yippee!
You shouldn't be so excited about that. That sounds really painful and it's very likely it will go horribly wrong. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. And considering our situation, we don't have any other options, so tempomorph me, Harvey! I never thought in all my years that I would say something like that. But hey, life's strange like that.
Yeah. Tempomorph me to the past.
As you wish. Hold on.
Tempomorph away!
So this is the past? It looks like our old basement at least. And look at me. I'm young.
We've jumped back about 10 years.
Don't I have to be careful now that I don't run over my own grandpa or something?
No more than usual. We're just observing your memory here.
Ah, I see. So I don't have to be careful in case I step on some dinosaur eggs.
Not if you can find any.
I know what day this is. My father locked me up in the basement because I teased the neighbor's boy. His name was Albert or...
Alfred Marcel.
Alfred Marcel? Like in Dr. Marcel? Oh no.
You better believe it. He's the son of the doctor in charge of the asylum.
Whoa.
But this shouldn't be a concern for us. We're here to teach you the art of loosening screws without a tool.
All right then.
I have to get my bearings first. I'll go first, if you don't mind. We can take turns, okay?
Okay.
Harvey is able to collect topics via drag and drop. He can chat with Edna about them by dragging the icon onto her. If he wishes to use them later, he can collect them by dropping the icon in the toolbar on the lower rim of the screen. Oh, interesting. We have a new way of playing. We are now Harvey. And we can give things over to Edna. And we can control Edna as well. Now we are a duo. And when we come back, folks, we need to figure out how to undo screws without using a tool. This is going to be tricky. I don't think there's a way I know of that can be done easily unless the screw is already loose. But I'm sure we'll find a way. We have to if we're gonna get out. Also, that's kind of sinister the way you're staring there, Harvey. I'm just gonna have you look over here. There we go, much better. You can look at that furnace. A vast improvement. And so, when we come back, folks, there's a lot to look at here in this room. So many things. Oh my, there are so many things. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.